Okay, I'm going to do a quick little movie here to show you what I do. The first thing I do is I make a duplicate of the original image. This allows me to compare the one I'm editing with the one that is not edited. And the first thing I see is the blacks in this image aren't a true black, and the histogram bears this out. When I bring up a histogram, there's nothing between this point and this point, which means it's overexposed. You have overexposed this image just a little bit because you've got washed out reds, you've got washed out greens, and you've got washed out blues. So that tells me you could have underexposed this by maybe a stop and still had a lot of information to work with. But to make this a little bit better, especially in a black and white conversion, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this black point up a little bit. And hopefully in the movie, which isn't that going to be high quality, you can see a difference between this image and this image. A little bit better contrast. Now, this is the curves. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but most photographs can benefit from a slight S-curve introduced into that line. It gives a little bit more contrast. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about the washed out background, but that's not what we're going to work with. The final step, if I was going to do a black and white conversion, is I'm going to choose a filter to make my conversion with. This is the same as putting a colored filter in front of the lens back in the film days. And once I'm happy, that's what I would end up with. And I'm going to post that below this video to show you my version of my black and white conversion. So simply working with the levels and curves just a little bit tremendously helps. And then when you do the black and white conversion, if you can introduce a colored filter in post, you can see a big difference between what you end up with and what I ended up with. So hopefully that helps.